Today we're going to talk about place value. I'm going to start with a basic introduction. We're going to talk about ones, tens, and hundreds. So this is my place value chart. This is your ones, tens, and hundreds. That's called the ones period. And then later on, we'll talk about the thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s, and that's called your thousands period. Next, we're going to add to our place value chart and build a number. So we're going to start with 632. So these are your numbers, and you want to read from left to right. So you would say 632 that way. So I'm going to add it on my sentence strip here. This is standard form. Standard form means how do you write the number? What does it physically look like? So this is my standard form line here, 632. Next, we're going to expand the number. So expanded form would be where we actually take the value of each digit. So the value of the 6, because it's in the hundreds place, would be 600. So my expanded form would start with the first number, and it's a 6 in the hundreds place, which gives you 600. Then we add a plus sign, plus. Your next digit is in the tens place. It's a 3, which the value of that would be 30, because there's 3 tens here, 10, 20, 30. So there's your value for the 3. Plus sign again. And your last digit is a 2. Your 2 is in the ones place. And so it is just a 2. There would be 2 units in the ones place. Okay, so again, standard form is the number actually written. Expanded form is where we break the number up into its values. Your last form is called written form or word form, and that's where you actually write the number. So it says 632. This is a place value flip chart. It's labeled ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000, and million. But for today's lesson, we're going to use the hundreds, tens, and ones. So we're going to go ahead and build our number. And I'm going to show you how to make the number 632 in base 10 blocks. So this is called a hundreds flat. Now it's called a hundreds flat because it has 100 of these little units in them. So this is a unit. That represents 1. So if I were to put 100 of those on this square, it would be the 100 that you could see. So there's 100 here. To build our number 632, we would need 6 of these. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So now I have 600 here. For my tens, I need 3. These are called rods. Now if I were to take my units again and fill up each one of these, it would take 10 of those. And you can see the little marks on here. So I need 3 of them. And you want to count by tens because remember the value of this 3 is 30. So you'd say 10, 20, 30. So now we have 630. So I need 2 ones. Here's my units. 1, 2. So now I'm showing you 632 built with your base 10 blocks. So let's say you're at home and you don't have base 10 blocks. What can you do? You can draw them. So we're going to need 600 flats. And you can draw 6 cubes And there are your 100 flats. Now for your rods for your 10s, we need 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you can if you want, and you can add those little units to it so that you know you've got 10, but you don't need to. So we're not going to do that. We know if we see this shape, that stands for our 10s. Now we need 2 units. Now you want to make sure that your units are smaller than your hundreds flats. So now we have 632. And just for fun, let's add our value to them to show expanded form. So this is 600 plus 30 plus 2. Okay, so this gives us our standard form, and here's now our expanded form, and we have it shown in our base 10 blocks.